Where should I begin?
How long has this been going on?
3 weeks.
And what exactly have you been doing with Sam for weeks?
When I first suspected that Sam was more than she knew, I took her to a secret lab in L Corp where I conducted a series of tests. With her consent.
When I examined her, I found nothing out of the ordinary.
Well, you weren't looking for the right things.
So what did you find?
After sequencing her DNA and comparing Sam's blackouts to the Rain's attacks, I came to the conclusion that Sam and Rain were one and the same. Sam is Rain.
Samantha and Julia cannot last long now that you are all finally together. You must all join and bring blessed darkness to Earth so that it may be reborn.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I killed him.
I don't see anything.
That's because he's mine, not yours. But your kills will come back soon.
We're the same.
They're coming. They're all coming. They'll come.
Come on. We're not safe here. We have to go.
There's nowhere to go.
There is. Let's go.
Supergirl, all new this Monday at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
For 3 weeks, you've been harboring and abetting a mass murderer.
I helped a friend.
How did you keep her contained?
I used kryptonite.
Supergirl becomes incredibly distrustful of Lena.
I've had your back so many times. When the rest of the world was ready to pass you off as the new Lex Luthor.
Lena and Supergirl have always been allies and they've always worked together. And so this is a brand new dynamic to see them at odds.
The Lena I've known up till now has only been an ally, and I want to believe her, but she lied about Sam.
What do you want me to do?
She turns to James and puts him in a very difficult position.
I need you to find out if there really isn't any kryptonite left.
Kara, you're asking me to betray somebody that I really care about.
I really care about her too.
Hey guys, Ben here, and welcome back to another video on Supergirl Season 3, and today we're going to be talking about episode 17 and about the sneak peeks that I just played at the start of the video. So this episode is airing tonight, it looks awesome, it's titled Trinity, it's going to be all about the Worldkillers. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you're new, so you don't miss any Supergirl videos later this year. So we're going to be breaking these sneak peeks down one by one, there's actually 3 of them, and they give little snippets of information that we need to know when going into tonight's episode. So the first sneak peek is inside the Fortress of Sanctuary, and we get to see the 3 Worldkillers all being lectured by their maker, and obviously it's the hologram form, but then they do some sort of ritual and they go into their own minds, into that parallel dimension that we got the explainer of in last episode, and we get to see that the Worldkillers actually share that dimension, that they can see each other, they can interact, and we find out that the people that they've killed actually enter that dimension, and we can see a kid that is haunting and trying to get Julia, and Rain's maker's actually aware of the difference between, say, Julia and Purity and Samantha and Rain, so I'm guessing that's an outcome that the makers foresaw, and due to their power they thought that maybe that Rain and, you know, all the Worldkillers could overtake their Kryptonian sides of themselves, because if you didn't know, they're actually part Kryptonian anyway, like normal Kryptonians. But it seems to be both of these two personalities inside of Rain, and Purity is actually a lot stronger than Pestilence's was, and she's dead, and we see her on the ground. and it's followed by some shots of some sort of demons actually flying around. If you blinked you could actually miss it, but there is demons around, and in the trailer we saw a demon in this same woods, and so it seems like those demons are going to be coming for them and trying to take them out and persuade them to actually kill their normal parts of themselves. And so that's why you see Pestilence's alter ego on the ground, because she's actually gone. It's just Pestilence now. So Sam's going to have to withstand what's going to be coming for her, and also Julia. So moving on to the next sneak peek, and this sort of follows with the inside look, and it's mainly just the interrogation of Lena. So it seems like in this episode everyone's going to be a bit mad at Lena, especially Kara, as I've shown you in the clips. I'm really conflicted about how I feel about this. I'm more on Lena's side, because you can totally understand why she would try to protect her friend, and that, like Jean says, why have you been aiding and protecting a mass murderer? As the spectator, we know that there is Rain, and we know that there is Samantha, and maybe if she was actually at the DEO the whole time, they wouldn't have been as nice, they wouldn't have got as much information, because they would have just done like torture and stuff like that. And so I'm on Lena's side on this, and so she's just going to be a little bit mad that Lena has kryptonite somehow. I don't think it's bad, because she's not using it for any bad purposes, and Kara's going to get paranoid of that, because all Kryptonians are paranoid of kryptonite, and so it just seems a little illogical in my opinion, but we'll see how it actually plays out in the episode. And so she's going to try and get James to side with her, but in the end James will side with Lena. So that's about it for the sneak peeks for tonight's episode. So basically it's going to be a World Killer heavy episode. All the demons and Rain and everyone else are going to be coming for their inner personalities, that being Julia and Sam, and so they're going to have to withstand and fight off those forces inside this parallel dimension that they're going to. And so the Worldkillers maker is actually trying to bring on blessed darkness, bring it to Earth, and bring Earth into the dark and make it again in their own dark vision. And so anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.
Strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue tied to service like sharp